Brought to you by Penguin.
The Art of Gathering: How We Meet and Why It Matters, by Priya Parker. Narrated by Bernadette Dunne. For my Anand, who shows me daily the true meaning of awing and honoring. Introduction. The way we gather matters. Gatherings consume our days and help determine the kind of world we live in both our intimate and public realms. Gathering, the conscious bringing together of people for a reason, shapes the way we think, feel, and make sense of our world. Lawgivers have understood, perhaps as well as anyone, the power inherent in gatherings. In democracies, the freedom to assemble is one of the foundational rights granted to every individual. In countries descending into authoritarianism, one of the first things to go is the right to assemble. Why? Because of what can happen when people come together, exchange information, inspire one another, test out new ways of being together. And yet, most of us spend very little time thinking about the actual ways in which we gather. We spend our lives gathering, first in our families, then in neighborhoods and playgroups, schools and churches, and then in meetings, weddings, town halls, conferences, birthday parties, product launches, board meetings, class and family reunions, dinner parties, trade fairs, and funerals. We spend much of that time in uninspiring, underwhelming moments that fail to capture us, change us in any way, or connect us to one another. Any number of studies support a notion that's obvious to many of us. Much of the time we spend in gatherings with other people disappoints us. With the occasional exception, my mood in conferences usually swings between boredom, despair, and rage. Duncan Green, a blogger and specialist in international development, confesses in The Guardian. Green's take isn't unique to conferences. The 2015 State of Enterprise Work Survey found that wasteful meetings were employees' top obstacle to getting work done. We don't even seem to be thrilled with the time we spend with our friends. A 2013 study, The State of Friendship in America 2013, A Crisis of Confidence, found that 75% of respondents were unsatisfied with those relationships. Meanwhile, in How We Gather, a recent report on the spiritual life of young people, Angie Thurston and Casper ter Kuile write, "As traditional religion struggles to attract young people, millennials are looking elsewhere with increasing urgency." As much as our gatherings disappoint us, though, we tend to keep gathering in the same tired ways. Most of us remain on autopilot when we bring people together, following stale formulas, hoping that the chemistry of a good meeting, conference, or party will somehow take care of itself, that thrilling results will magically emerge from the usual staid inputs. It is almost always a vain hope. When we do seek out gathering advice, we almost always turn to those who are focused on the mechanics of gathering: chefs, etiquette experts, floral artists, event planners. By doing so, we inadvertently shrink a human challenge down to a logistical one. We reduce the question of what to do with people to a question of what to do about things: PowerPoints, invitations, AV equipment, cutlery, refreshments. We are tempted to focus on the stuff of gatherings because we believe those are the only details we can control. I believe that's both short-sighted and a misunderstanding about what actually makes a group connect and a gathering matter. I come to gatherings not as a chef or an event planner, but as someone trained in group dialogue and conflict resolution. I've spent much of the past 15 years of my life studying, designing, and advising gatherings whose goals were to be transformative for the people involved and the communities they were trying to affect. Today, I work as a professional facilitator. Though there are...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?